Quickly, just first of all by saying thank you to everyone who helped put this game on, both universities, the government of New South Wales, TLA. The hospitality was phenomenal. Our guys enjoyed themselves quite a bit through the entire week. And late in the week, we got back down to business, and the fields were well maintained. We got really good work in. A lot of credit to our guys for taking this very, very seriously. This is not an exhibition. This is our first game of the year. I want to come out and play well, and I think we did that. I think we played hard the entire game. Not perfect by any stretch, but we came out and played the way that we wanted to play, which is as physical as we could and make as many plays as we could. Great to see Keller Chris come back completely healthy and able to run the show out there from the quarterback position. Great to see Bryce out there making plays. So we're excited to see him out there. And we saw him twice last year as a starting running back when Christian didn't play, and we didn't expect anything different. We knew if we give him opportunities to make plays, he's going to make them, and he did that. Defensively, Peter Columbai led us in tackles today, just all over the field, and our guys played hard, played fast, played together in the way that we wanted to play. So we'll open up for questions.
Coach, did you expect to start off so well with 656 yards combined? It was a pretty good effort today.
Yes, we expect to start off well. Absolutely. It's always a surprise when we don't, honestly. But we want to come out with the mentality of, regardless of the score, we didn't want to make it look like the first game of the year. We want to come out in mid-season form, go out and execute offensively, running game, passing game, be efficient, and be ready to be explosive. We did that. Defensively, we wanted to keep the pressure on and be physical and play the run, which especially our first unit there played phenomenally up front. And then when our guys were getting after the quarterback, our guys in the back end made some plays on the ball, which was great. Made it tough to throw. But yeah, that's kind of how we wanted to start off.
Hey, Bryce, could you talk about the first play of the game? I'm sure you guys scripted that out. Did that go about as well as it could have from your perspective?
Well, if it went as well as it could, it would have been a touchdown. But we studied them on film, and we knew coming in that would be a big play for us. And the O-line did a great job with the calls and stuff like that. Downfield blocking from the receivers was there, and I just took what I saw.
Dave, you mentioned Keller's performance. Did he tick all the boxes for you? What you wanted to see from him?
Absolutely. The only one I didn't get a chance to see him really is to scramble a lot. Now, we did get out one time. We got positive yards and slid and got down, which is great, which is what we've talked about. But it was great to see him adjust in the pocket, slide in the pocket, go through his progressions, find his number 2, his number 3 reads, which was great to see. And he's at his best when he's calm and he's comfortable. He's got a strong arm to make all the plays. He's athletic enough to move. So it's great to see him come out and play well the first game.
And then, Coach, could you talk about the other, your other offensive returner coming back from knee injury, Daniel Marks, and what was his impact on the running game there in the first half?
We count on Daniel so much, and he's been banged up the last couple of years here and there, but we love him. He's consistent, he's steady, he keeps 20 clean so 20 can make some plays. He takes his job very, very seriously. He's one of those guys that we count on, not just because of what he does on the field, but the way he is every single day. He's consistent, he's hardworking, he's tough, and we're glad to have him back.
What do you think of the vibe and the atmosphere today compared to back home? Obviously, crowds aren't as big here, but in terms of the feel of the stadium.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. We tried to, over the course of the week, educate as many people as possible on this whole gridiron sport that we play. And people were excited all week to learn and be around it. And a lot of our people last night had a chance to go watch some Australian rules last night, which was fun to see. But I think it's a great cultural exchange. Expose our guys to an Australian sporting arena and expose the Australians to American football.
Putting all the kind of learning experiences aside from the trip, how tough is it to bring the whole program over and kind of re-establish yourself here and kick off training and living that daily routine? Well,
it's not a small feat. Matt Doyle, our director of football operations, did an outstanding job. I mean, basically over a year of preparation and continual and constant communication with so many different people here, whether it's through the government or it's through different layers of the government, as well as the stadium, as well as the people from Rice, hotels, etc. And then bringing over 200 people on the plane and getting them organized and situated. So a lot of people went into that also, led by Matt, but a lot of people did a lot of great things to have an opportunity to do something that's this special.
And kind of following up on that, what's the plan for next week with the bye, kind of reacclimating and then getting back into the swing the following week and prepping for USC?
Well, we did a lot of research on travel. Both sports teams and also a lot of people that we know in business have made this trip back and forth multiple times. And we're going to give the guys a lot of time off and give them a chance to rest, 3 full days off to get off their feet. Try to find a way to get back on the time zone, which will be pretty difficult. The advice that I got was to try to sleep the second half of the plane, maybe not the first half. And then once you land, just like coming here, once you land back home, try to stay up all day so you can get a good night's sleep and try to get back on the time zone. But we're going to let our guys have some time off, and we'll do a little bit of work later in the week.
Peter, could you talk about the defensive performance today and kind of what you guys saw on the film and in prep, and then how that played out on the field in your performance?
Rice is a big game plan outfit, meaning that they change up every week based on the defense they're going against. So we actually saw a bunch of unscouted looks this week. They hit us with a lot of tackle over. That huddle formation that came out of was very funky. We weren't prepared for that. But I think the guys did a good job of adjusting on the fly. I don't think we missed too many overcalls, over left, over right, and adjusting to the new center with that unbalanced formation. So, it's really a testament to the guys we have and the cohesion we have as a defense, just constantly talking, constantly yelling things across the field to make sure everybody is lined up in the right place. So I really think we did a good job with that.
Coach, this was obviously a lopsided game in the end, but how excited were you looking ahead to the rest of the season, what you saw from Bryce and Cameron?
Well, it was a good start. It was a good start, and all the years that we've been at Stanford, we play multiple backs, and guys got to step up. Cameron did that today. Dorian came in and made some plays as well. I'm excited about where Bryce is heading into the season. But we're gonna play multiple guys. We're gonna spread the ball around a little bit. We don't want to wear Bryce out in any one game, but those guys gotta come up and make plays like they did today. And Bryce is gonna be a lead dog, but nice to know we have some guys that can back him up.
Coach, do you have any final parting words on the week you've had and reflection and the experience you've all had in Sydney?
Well, the goal for this, of course, was twofold. Number one for us, honestly, is to come out and get a win and start the season 1-0. And number two was to provide an opportunity that is potentially a life-changing experience for our entire staff and team. I think, forget about foreign policy, forget about politics, forget about all those things. I think when people can cross an ocean and commune together, our world's a better place. And I think we'll take a little bit of Sydney with us when we leave, and hopefully we left a little bit of Stanford here in Sydney. And I think the more people that do that, I think we communicate well better. We see each other as people and not just a circle on a map. And hopefully that we accomplish that this week.
So, Coach, I counted right. I think you played 4 true freshmen today. Would you mind letting us know when you made the decision those guys are going to get in the game and get in as early as they did, and then talk about their performance?
Well, I think midway through camp, I think we had an idea. Offensively especially, Connor Weddington, he's got some special tools, and we'll find a way to continue to keep him busy on game days. Colby Parkinson, he's a mismatch. He's 6'7", he's athletic, he's quick. He'll play some tight end, he'll play some receiver like he did. And then our 2 freshman tackles, they have a chance to be special. So we're going to continue to work those guys in, give them opportunities to get out there on the field, and watch how they grow.
Coach, what do you think of your backup quarterbacks today in Burns and Costello?
It was great to see them both lead us down there for touchdown drives. We talked about anybody that steps on the field has a high standard to maintain. Those guys went out there and orchestrated it, ran the ship. Ryan Burns threw a touchdown pass. KJ Costello ran for a touchdown, which was great. But more exciting to me is they went out there and they ran the show. They knew the huddle system, the audible system. We got in and out of the huddle pretty quickly. We got the ball out of our hands and gave chances to guys for guys to make plays. And it was nice to see those young guys, Connor and Colby and even Donald Stewart, go out there and make some big plays. Along with the rest of our guys that made plays for us. So that was exciting to see.
Out of the depth chart you released, I think we saw everyone play, plus some others make their debuts, except for Trevor Spates and Casey Tucker. Are those guys banged up, or any update on them?
Yeah, Trevor was banged up, wasn't able to play. You know, we're deciding what to do with Casey. You know, whether or not he'll get in the game for us. He's healthy. He's ready to go when numbers called upon. But it's a big position change for him. You know, going from tackle to guard. He's got all the tools to be really good there. And we'll see how that goes for the season.
Coach Bailiff before said Vegemite was the worst experience this year. Have you tried Vegemite? Do you like it?
I have not, but I've heard about it. The American palate, from what I understand, is not quite ready for that.
We'll try our best to change that.
For Peter and Bryce, could you just talk about, you know, maybe what's the biggest takeaway experience-wise from this trip that you guys are going to have?
I think, you know, we learned that, you know, we're almost a world apart, or half a world apart, but, you know, we're not so different. We're really all just people, and people here were really friendly to us, and I think we were really respectful and friendly to the people, and the people in Sydney accepted us, and it's really, like Coach Shaw said, it was a life-changing experience. I didn't think I'd make it to Australia this early, so it was just great seeing all this cohesion in times where, you know, there's a lot of conflicts between international conflicts, foreign conflicts, domestic conflicts. But when we were here, I think it was just smooth sailing. It was just respect, mutual respect across the board. It was a nice trip.
Yeah, you know, I'll just piggyback off of what PK said. You know, we're both from North Carolina, and you know, we never thought that we would end up being all the way out here. You know, he actually has traveled outside the country, but me, you know, I never even thought I would. You know, I can't swim, don't like water, didn't want to fly over the ocean. But you know, it's a beautiful place, and you know, it's a beautiful experience. And you know, like PK said, the big thing I noticed is that we're not that much different. You know, when you in America, you know, you kind of might get caught up thinking one way or another, but when you come out and experience the world, it's just, you notice so many similarities, and you know, we're just happy to be here.
Not to mention with two guys from North Carolina, touch a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Just you know, to be able to experience different animals, different people, just a phenomenal week. Just so excited to be here.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, guys.